Welcome to this new anointing oil ceremony in zodiac sign Taurus. And this is the 7th and final edition of your feminine sacred womb oil bottle, which will be complete after this ceremony. If you are following the program, of course. But if you don't follow the program, you are so welcome to join this ceremony in the zodiac sign Taurus. And in every ceremony, we celebrate that Venus makes a transition into a new zodiac sign. And today, that is the sign of Taurus, where our central theme takes the lead. And that will be open your true spiritual gifts and develop yourself into a pure, neutral pillar of light in service to Mother Earth, to Mother Divine. And before we begin, I want to emphasize one thing. You can initiate this ceremony in your own way. There are so many different songs, mantras, and ways how to initiate an oil. You know, there are so many places here upon earth, so many cultures, and wisdoms, of course, worldwide. So please stay true to yourself and see this ceremony as a source of inspiration. And what I also want to ask I want to ask you that you set your own safe field before participating in this ceremony, because you keep the energy of the womb oil pure, but you also keep your own temple pure. So that having said, Venus is currently in Taurus, and this means that she connects with the earth, the land, and the core of Mother Earth. And this is a very stable zodiac sign, and I'm so happy for that. And in standard astrology, Taurus is about your material possessions. But we are absolutely not going to talk about that now, because on an advanced level, soul level, because we have initiated the soul in Capricorn, right? So on soul level, Taurus is deeply grounded and wants to awaken your hidden spiritual talents. And the theme of the oil is connect with Mother Earth. Connect with your hidden talents and the crystalline consciousness fields, the mycelium fields in the earth. And what exactly is a crystalline consciousness field? And it's simplest because it is a lot of information, but at its simplest, it is a cosmic crystalline field. It is a family group of atoms, ions, electrodes. It's built up by different elementals like oxygen and hydrogen and carbon, and these are giant living plasma fields that are more ethereal than what we know here in the 3D reality. And these crystalline beings are pure consciousness, connected to our color spectrum, like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, like the rainbow colors. There is a lot of intelligence in it, and also within the colors that we cannot see with our eyes. And why I'm explaining this? Because these crystalline beings also reside in the crystals in the oil. And they are living and extraordinary, intelligent, high-level energies that you cannot see with the naked eye. And crystals are the most solid form we know at the 3D level. And they are naturally neutral. They are neutral charged or neutrally charged, unless they are directly programmed by anyone. A crystal can be programmed. And when a crystal has passed on a harmful energy, for instance, it can become traumatized and deactivate itself. And you can feel this in a crystal if this happened within it. And crystals also hold the stored history of Atlantis or Lemuria. And a lot of people can feel this within the stones and the history within stones. And our ancestors knew this importance of crystals, the power of our bones and sacred oils. And you can see the Druidic teachings or other types of teachings in Africa or the Mayas, they used bones, right? Because they knew the importance of the wisdom within the bones, because it's all crystalline, it's all carbon. And it's all connected to diamond, right? It's the most connected to diamond, our bones. And what does this crystal story have to do with our anointing oil, our 7th sacred womb anointing oil? Well, the crystalline liquid core of the earth is a kind of web with light codes within that influences our body. Right? So we are living upon Earth. And this is because our bone structure, the densest part of our body, our bones, has the same properties as the crystals of the Earth. So your body is literally built from living, intelligent consciousness. And it's the most connected with diamond. And crystals with an ancestral cell memory. There is a lot of memory within the crystals within our bones. And that came all from Mother Earth. And we rarely stop to think about that. And it's very important that we get acquainted with that idea. And therefore it's essential we understand that Mother Earth can use us as neutral crystal energy conductors. Right? Neutral crystal energy conductors to receive higher consciousness through us. Because we live on her surface, right? And if you consciously work with your spiritual talents that Taurus wants to awaken, you function as an antenna or a transmitter or energy upon her surface. So that's why it's so important to know how to ground yourself as much as possible. And Taurus and Lavender are the perfect combination to experience both grounding and sending and receiving of information. So being the antenna, being the transmitter. And the peak level of Lavender is not as high as the rose or lotus, because the rose was 321 and the lotus was 500 or over 500. So it's a very high frequency. But the lavender is more grounded. She's more down to earth. It's around 110 hertz. So it's a different energy that we will work with today. It's not that high. And we know now what the earth and Taurus represent in the oil. But what role does Venus play in this? Because Venus represents wisdom and pure intelligence on soul level. Yes, and in normal level, she works with relationship, beauty, of course. But on a higher level, she represents wisdom and intelligence. And she has everything to do with the relationship you develop with finding your deeper inner talents. Your talents that are hidden within yourself. And is one of your hidden talents, for instance, hearing the wisdom of the earth or the nature? Hearing that wisdom of Mother Earth, hear the wind whisper, or seeing auras, or speaking light language? Or are you clairaudient, or clairsentient, or clairvoyant? Can you read the memory cells in somebody's field, for instance? Or can you see what's happening? Or can you neutralize past lives? Taurus and Venus strengthen our hidden talents right now at this moment. And she wants to restore our relationship and our consciousness to contact the crystalline field. So she wants to help us restore this relationship and our consciousness to contact the crystalline fields. So therefore, I would like to do an invocation and a purification meditation with you to be the pillar of light upon Mother Earth's surface And I want to ask you, before we go into this meditation, to set your own temple space. I want to ask you to connect now with your own guides, your guardians, your core councils. Take a deep breath from the core of the earth. Those who are connected to the law of one and the crystal pure aurora lights, the aurora platforms. Setavim, 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 Karaya Satala, Karaya Satala. Take a deep breath in and ask your councils of light now to remove all interfering entities. Remove now all interfering entities and every form of energy that is not connected to the law of one. Let them remove it from your field and visualize this energy flowing away from your emotional body, your light body, your mental body, your physical body, and the space, your temple space that you are in at now. Visualize it is removing from the oils, the crystals surrounding you, your house, the land you live on. Beautiful. You are now a sacred, shielded entity, light being, and you are in a shielded space. And now I would like you to focus your inner gaze on the night sky. Focus your inner eye on the night sky above you. The mighty constellation of Taurus awakens. See the powerful contours of the bull in the stardust, in the neck. Take a moment to visualize all the stars in the night sky. And there you see the Pleiades. You see that constellation sparkle like a cluster of 7 diamonds. And in this, you see a lot of wisdom. And next to it, in the eye of the bull, burns another constellation. It is called Aldebaran. And it's the fiery or the fiery red star Aldebaran. It's the fiery red star of sincerity. And see how their collective wisdom gathers into a beam of pure light, flowing through the gateway of Sirius. So the Pleiades has a lot of light, and Aldebaran holds a lot of light, and together they are uniting. And they unite their energy, the masculine and the feminine, into Sirius. And Sirius beams this radiation of light out upon our solar system, up onto Venus. And Venus catches this cosmic intelligence and refines it to the highest soul wisdom here upon Earth. So see this happening, because this is a beautiful phenomenon. Let Sirius beam its wisdom up until Venus. And let this cosmic intelligence refine into the highest soul wisdom. And feel now how you as living channel begin to receive this wisdom, this neutral wisdom. Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah. And a deep ray of wisdom descends and touches your soft fontanelle upon your head. And feel this light flowing through your skull, deep into your cells and your DNA. This is so important. This happened when I received the wisdom of the oil. Aldebaran, the Pleiades, Sirius were working together and radiated their wisdom upon Venus. And this could be heard by Myrrh force. Now, bring your attention to your physical body and feel the strength of your skeleton, of your bones, and realize with your whole being, your bones are crystal. Realize this. Your bones are carbon. Your bones are made out of the same materials that diamonds are made out of. And they are built from the same material as the gemstones here in the earth. And your bones are not that matter. They are highly sensitive transmitters and receivers. Every cell within your bones is a living being of wisdom. Now visualize glowing golden rays coming out of your womb space. We are going from our skeleton and our bones to our womb space. Visualize golden rays coming out of your womb space like a spider web of living light. And these rays weave themselves deep into the earth. They make contact with the Mycelium network. Visualize you are connected with the Mycelium network of Mother Earth. A luminous crystalline web of threads. Take a deep breath from this mycelium network, the fungus under the earth. Setavim, Setavim, Setavim. You are now connected with your bones to the mycelium network of the earth. Just like you cannot see this with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, but you know it's happening. You cannot see the wind, but you know it's blowing. You cannot see this connection, but you know it happened. Setavim, Setavim. And the mycelium Wi-Fi network is a fungal network, a light that communicates with the entire globe and under the deepest oceans to the farthest forest. And your golden threads connect with this pure crystalline network that is the original, connected to the law of one. It is the original. There is no copy. You are only connecting to the original mycelium network that is connected to the law of one. It is pure, and every light fiber in this field is directly connected to the source fields. There is no other network that you connect with, only this pure light network. Now, command after me. This field is cleared of every disturbance and copy. This field is cleared of every disturbance and copy. this field is cleared from every disturbance and copy. And the purer you are, the more you help as light channel to keep this field pure for Mother Earth and your environment. The more light you can hold, the bigger channel you are. And this is your greatest talent of all. This is the talent of Taurus, holding the light, the Venusian light. This is why Taurus and Venus connect this well together, because they hold so much wisdom upon the surface of the earth. And feel how the trees in your environment read your crystalline bones. They recognize you. They feel your origin from Atlantis and Lemuria. They feel this in your bones and in every crystal that you hold, every memory crystal, and the ancient blueprints in your bone marrow are activated. Dormant, pure DNA codes vibrate now and they awake. Feel this in your body. And the earth now acts as a powerful magnet, and she asks you to help her neutralize all memories from her earth body to a 0 point, to the 0 point field, to the source point field, through her golden web. You are brought to the 0 point, a sacred silence where you simply are. The more light you can hold, the more of the 0 point you are and you radiate. And every memory of who you were in the past lives is now pulled to a 0 point. You no longer get carried away with all past lifetimes that are held in the crystals in your body. You are stable and not seduced by any emotion of any past lifetime or this lifetime. And your neutralized consciousness now flows through the mycelium, through the great crystal veins of Mother Earth. Feel your neutralized consciousness flowing through the mycelium, flowing through the amethysts, the clear quartz, and the rose quartz. They store your neutralized information and flash it to the plasma core of Mother Earth. Beautiful. See this happening, that you are a light antenna for Mother Earth, and vaporize all those memory crystals that does not serve her anymore, that does not serve you anymore. Now say this command: I experience all lives, but I am not them. I experience all life, but I am not them. I experience all lives, but I am not them. I am that, but I'm not that. I'm experiencing that, but I am not that. And I implode all earthly timelines now. I implode all earthly timelines now to the divine 0 point as God will have it be. So you are the antenna for the mother. Never forget that when you work with this oil, you are an antenna for mother connected to the mycelium field. And the higher your consciousness vibrates, the more neutral wisdom you send to her core through her Wi-Fi or Bluetooth network. And in response, Mother Earth sends her gratitude and her highest codes back to you, and her highest wisdom to you through the Mycelium network. And this helps you find your true north. This helps you to open up and to awaken your dormant talents within your core crystals. Ahuneta. 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 You are now stable. You are now a bridge, a stable bridge between the core of the earth and the diamond sun, or the Mycelium Network. You are charged, you are neutralized and fully aligned, and you are ready. And you carry the codes. You are carrying the codes to create this oil. So breathe in the pure codes of the Mycelium Network into your higher heart and into your womb space. And now breathe in the crystalline codes from Venus, the Venusian crystalline codes that you received through Aldebaran, through the Pleiades, to Sirius, and so traveled through Venus. They radiate upon Venus, and now they radiate upon you. Breathe them in, that wisdom, that Syrian wisdom. Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah. Beautiful. Now you can open your hands and breathe the triple flame into your hands. The blue flame, the amethyst flame, and the gold flame. Activate your hands. Because with these two hands and your sacred codes, we will create the oil. So thank you. And if you want, you can use crystals in the oil. You can use quartz, small quartz in the oil to amplify it, or selenite. And I can also advise you to leave the oil outside on the earth, in the shadow, in a cloth, because then you activate the mycelium also in your oil. And then you sing Karaya Sata Allah, or your own mantra, in the oil, and leave it there for a while in the shadow, not in the sun, of course, because that is not good for the oil. Beautiful. Well, now we make ourselves ready for the ceremony. So we take our oil, we take the fire, and we take our beautiful scarf if you feel like doing so. So here I have a new empty bottle, the last bottle that we will use with the lavender. I have two types of lavender, but before we start, remember the codes in your hands, Itale, Crystale. And we ask the Itale, Crystale energies, the elements, the crystal elements, to be represented here during this ceremony. And we also ask the Aqua El, the eternal water stream of the oil, to be represented here. And of course we invite the crystal river and the sacred diamond sun and the plasma core of the earth to be represented here in our sacred oil ceremony, so that we keep this in mind. And when we make a mala, or when we sing mantras with our mala, every beat has a blessing or a connection, right? A special meaning. And I want to do this with every drop we put into the bottle. And remember, the theme of this oil is to open up the true spiritual gifts and develop yourself into a pure neutral pillar of light in service of the earth. So that's the theme of the oil, and that is why we use the lavender to be grounded. And we will use the myrtle, the myrrh, and the lavender for this oil. And we start with the myrtle because the myrtle is our guardian. And before we do this, we first clean the space with the fire. So I use incense. And then we can invite in the elementals, the angelics, so we can clean our bottle. Beautiful. And we ask in the crystal river to help us to keep the energy pure. Clean yourself. Beautiful. Okay. So let's work with the myrtle. The myrtle is our guardian, and the first drop that we place in is connected to the angelic fields, the elemental families. And the elemental families, this angelic field that we will work with, is called in Anuhazi the Reyathim. Reyathim. And then the second drop that we place into the oil is connected to the other angelic realm, the Setaphim. The Setaphim. And then the third drop that we place in the oil is connected to the Budhala, the Budhala crystalline families, the families that is within the core crystals of Mother Earth. They reside in the core crystals. So these angelic families are here to keep the oil safe while working with it. So thank you, Myrtle. Then we have the lavender, and I use two types of lavender. I love both, so I could not choose. So therefore I use two. And also these drops are connected to a beautiful intention that we place in the oil. So the lavender that we place in the oil, the first drop is connected to the earth element. And the earth element in Anuhazi, you say Re Sajun. Re Sajun. Re Sajun. That is one drop. And the second drop is connected to the crystal wisdom of the lavender roots. The crystalline wisdom that is held in the roots. So please keep this in mind when you drop. And the third drop is connected to the amethyst, the violet flame, the violet color of the lavender. Beautiful. And the fourth drop is connected to the talents of our soul. And the fifth drop is connected to release all negativity. Let the weight of your day sink into the soil of the earth. And the sixth drop is to ground yourself, to stay grounded. And the seventh drop is connected to the Mycelium Network, fed by the wisdom of Venus and the neutrality of ourselves as light pillars. And the eighth drop is connected to the crystalline fields, the Budhala fields. Beautiful, the angelic families. Now breathe. I will change the lavender that I use with another type. And the ninth drop is connected to intuition and dream work, because the lavender is very connected to dream work before sleeping. And also she's connected to all forms of psychic work. So connect that drop that she holds the codes and the intention of psychic work and dream work. And the 10th drop is connected to the Taurus quality. The qualities of Taurus to stay grounded. And the 11th drop is connected to relationship. And she promotes all forms of love relationships. And she helps also, Lavender in combination with Venus helps a lot with sexuality. Also to stay grounded, the tantric sexuality. And the 12th drop is for the well-being, for luck, happiness, prosperity, for the house or for your own temple. So the 12th drop is connected to that. And the 13th drop, we will connect to the feminine energies of the Pleiades. And the next drop, the 14th drop, is connected to Aldebaran, the masculine power. And then the 15th drop is connected to Sirius and her wisdom. And the 16th drop is connected to the ley lines, so we can work with the ley lines upon the earth. And the 17th drop is connected to love, and it holds a sound tone. Oh, Aonuna Hodeyana Sanwatua Yum Twaswan. Beautiful. And then the last drop is that our talents will be activated. So this is the Lavender. Thank you so much, Lavender. I enjoy working with you and I cannot wait working with you. Then we have the Myrrh. Please connect to the Myrrh, and we will use 3 drops, and 1 drop will be for Mother Earth, 1 drop will be for the Father energy, and 1 drop will be for the diamond sun and all the wisdom that she radiates. Beautiful. Then we fill her up with the jojoba oil. And if you have seen the last episode, then you know that we will place this bottle in the womb oil bottle. This is our working bottle, and the big bottle is our womb oil bottle. And so we can do it like this. This one away. You can close her now, and in this way she receives an update with new fresh oil. This new fresh oil will be placed in here, and she will receive an update in this way. She will stay fresh in this way, and she will return her wisdom like Mother Earth. She will return her wisdom upon you. So the wisdom of the 6 oils that are already here in this bottle. So it works the same way as that we work with Mother Earth. We give her our wisdom and she returns the wisdom back. So now I would like to sing some mantras. And one mantra that has been used a lot for the earth, for the collective upon the earth, is Om Dimi Dimi Sri Durga Rakshamam. Om Dimi Dimi Sri Durga Rakshamam. Om Dimi Dimi Sri Durga Rakshamam. And now we can place this oil into our womb oil bottle, and we will work with our womb oil bottle. We will sing the mantras, but we had to stir the lavender and the jojoba oil a little bit in a gentle way, because we do not want to disturb the spiritus continuum in our bottle, of course. The eternal spirit that we are activating right now. So we close both bottles for hygienic reasons, because we do not want to have a lot of oxygen into the bottles. So we close them as soon as possible. So we stir Om Dimi Dimi Shri Durga Rakshamam. Om Dimi Dimi Shri Durga Rakshamam. And one of the beautiful mantras that Sri Kaleshwar said that Joshua sang, a lot of the energy that is connected with that is that Joshua had to connect with Mother Divine, Mother Earth, Mother Mary, of course. And there was a beautiful mantra. And that mantra goes as follows. It is love for Mother, love from the heart. And it is Om Natuli Udrayam Nasvastanam. Om Natuli Udrayam Nasvastanam. Do you feel the love that is within these words? When I heard this mantra for the first time, I immediately could get the love behind the sound tones, behind the words. Om Natuli Udrayam Nasvastanam. Om Natuli Udrayam Nasvastanam. Beautiful. Now we have a new earth mantra, and that is the first earth mantra. So that is, I have never seen this before. So, and it is as follow. Om Aim Klim Saum Sarahana Bhava Seyanoli Bhava Tripura Bhava Tikayoli Bhava Varipura Bhava Bhavanoli Bhava Paripura Bhava Bhavanoli Bhava Om Adituru Muruga Om Guru Guru Paramanguru Om Kumara Ranakalam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Aim Klim Saum Sarahana Bhava Seyanoli Bhava Tripura Bhava Tikayoli Bhava Varipura Bhava Bhavanoli Bhava Paripura Bhava Bhavanoli Bhava Om Adituru Muruga Om Guru Guru Paramanguru Om Kumara Ranakalam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Beautiful. And now we sing the earth mantra that you know, that is on the YouTube channel. You can find it over there. Om Shranang Bhum Bhutaswari Mama Kurushva. Om Shranang Bhum Bhutaswari Mama Kurushva. Om Shranang Bhum Bhutaswari Mama Kurushva. And then we have the beautiful womb mantra. Om Dim Ram, Dim Ram, Dim Ram. Mama Kama Chakra Prakshalana Avaham. Om Dim Ram, Dim Ram, Dim Ram. Mama Kama Chakra Prakshalana Avaham. And don't forget the power in your hands and the triple flame that can activate the oil. And take a deep breath from the womb space and breathe it into your bottle, the pure crystalline codes, and breathe from the mycelium of the earth, the pure mycelium, the mycelium that is connected to the divine source field, every fiber that is connected to the divine source field. Breathe in and breathe. Om Dim Ram, Dim Ram, Dim Ram. Mama Kama Chakra Prakshalana Avaham. Beautiful. Now the blessings are within this oil. Beautiful. Perfect. And what we can do with this oil that is connecting to the earth. And while you are visualizing that you are standing upon the earth, you are saying, I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. Om Ae Treinae Ekasha. Om Ae Treinae Ekasha. The ancient Adore. The ancient Adore. The ancient Adore. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. And the earth element and Taurus are about grounding and earthing. And the first chakra. And they want to help us charge and discharge our energy. our root chakra, our first chakra, and they want to stabilize our base chakra. So this is what Taurus is doing, and we need to align the first 3 base chakras, our energy wheels, right? This is essential to stay stable, to have heart, mind coherence, and this way energy from the earth can flow up through our body, through the higher heart and beyond. So the first thing that we will do is to anoint our feet. That is so beautiful to do, to anoint your bare feet. So take a few drops on your hands. Connect to the scent, the new scent of the sacred womb oil. And remember, if you want to keep it fresh for a longer period of time, then place some vitamin E, some tofocurol into the bottle, right? Okay. Hold your feet and anoint them. And with every step that you take, you bless your path. You bless your path upon the mycelium on Mother Earth. So bless your bare feet. And I know Mother Earth and Mother Elisa create the Christic timelines through this vehicle, through this body that I have. And I thank Mother Earth for building me out of the 5 elements. And I thank Mother Earth for let me experience all those timelines that I have experienced here upon Earth. And if you feel bad or sad of being in a material body, then Mother Earth is not done with you yet. She is only done with you, and you are only done with her until you are both neutralized into the 0 point, until you are both stable. Now, anoint your hands and your wrists, and everything that you touch with your hands is blessed. Stay aligned with yourself during the day, and everything that you touch while you have anointed your hands, bless it. And think of these things more often, because everything that you can see upon this surface is created out of the 5 elements of Mother Earth, out of these fields, these angelic fields, out of these intelligence fields. And there is so much wisdom on everything that you touch. It doesn't matter what it is, because it is emanated out of Mother Earth. So when you touch something with your sacred womb oil upon your hands, please anoint it. This is what Myrrh first did. They did not touch a lot of stuff or a lot of things, only the things that were necessary, and then they anointed it with their wisdom. So the third place that we will anoint is our spine. And in our spine, you have the Phabati cell, the first 2 cells that emanated out of your mother line and your father line. And they are our donor cells to create us in the first place, while we were created in the womb of our physical mother. And these cells hold a lot of family history, a lot of family trauma that goes back many generations beyond our comprehension. And everything is stored in those 2 Phabati cells. Phabati cells. And now, when we anoint it, we thank those cells for bringing us here in existence here upon Earth, but now we neutralize them. It's very important that we start neutralize this, and that we start to know that we do not connect to the family history here upon Earth, the family drama. We are here to neutralize. We are here to connect to the 0 point. We are here to be pillars of light, and we cannot do this when we hold on into old storylines, into the old drama, into the old miasm, into the old karma. We cannot be pillars of light if we are not grounded, because we are transmitters and we are receivers. But we can only do this from the 0 point. So we need to override that Fabati cell binding, the first cell that we received from our father and our mother in the base of our spine. So take a deep breath from the mycelium, the pure mycelium, the undisturbed, pure crystalline mycelium that is connected to the source field and the higher self of Mother Divine. Take a deep breath from that place and let it collapse, dissolve, delete all old history in the Fabati cells in the base of your spine. Overwrite, collapse, dissolve, delete now. Beautiful. Now visualize that you are not connected to any of those old stories any longer. So, well, our bottle is finished. Congratulations. So what can we do with this oil? Well, we can anoint our feet as much as we can for grounding while working with our new oil. We will pour it back in a minute. And we want to feel skin to skin contact with the earth and the network. And every step you take is connected to the light pillar that you are. And hold the earth in your hands. You know, I'd like to grab some earth, some soil in my hands, and then I place a drop oil into it and then let go of what we need to release. This is one teaching that Sri Kaleshwar also gave. Let go, hold the earth, the soil, and then let go what need to release and place a few drops on the soil. In this way, we give Mother Earth a gift while she releases it from us. And then sing your Earth mantra and hope you receive the wisdom back from Mother Earth and from her Mycelium network. So one tip I can give you is, or one advice I can give you is to lay this oil into the soil or upon the earth, and in the shadow, put it in a cloth and let it charge to receive wisdom. Sing the Womb mantra, sing other mantras, or sing the earth tones that you know and sing it, and then leave the oil for a while there, not in the full sun. And as a starseed, first feel if the place that you lay your oil is right? So if you are working with ley lines, or feel if the history or the atmosphere, feel if it feels good to anoint the oil there or to lay your oil on this place. And if it feels good for you, for your nervous system, then connect with the electromagnetic signals of the earth. That's very important. And then you hear what the earth is whispering to you. So let's place back the oil, because this is our working bottle and we have mixed it and stirred the spiritus continuum well. So there's a lot of wisdom in this oil. 6-7 teachings are in this oil right now. It was a lot of work to create it. So thank you very much for joining this program. So this is our working bottle. And you might remember that the previous earth element, the oil that we made in Capricorn, was about the mountain peaks, right? It was an initiation that we received with the Capricorn, with the horns up, and you know, the initiation of the soul that we wanted to anchor in. And now that Venus is in Taurus, it is more about the land, about the Mycelium network, the crystallines, the crystals, and that we connect with the wisdom of Mother Earth herself, and that we recognize that we are light pillars right now. And when this crystalline nervous system of our Earth undergoes an adjustment or a planetary alignment, then we can feel it in our body. And you can train this as one of your talents with this oil. And so you know exactly what is happening in the core of the Earth and what will happen upon her surface. You can speak, you can whisper to the Earth with this oil. And therefore it's essential that we understand that Mother Earth can use us as neutral crystal energy conductors to receive higher consciousness through us. And if you consciously work with your spiritual talents that Taurus wants to awaken, you function as an antenna, as a transformer of energy. I will place oil here to charge. So if you have a crystal or something, charge it on it or lay it on the land, right? So, and Taurus wants to awaken that you are an antenna and a transformer of energy. So let's work with it. And next time that we cover the Earth ceremony, a new Earth ceremony in Virgo, and that will be the masculine oil, then we will talk about the libraries and the inner core gates of the Earth, and that will be in the sign of Virgo. So before we will end our teaching, this ceremony, we sing Kum Ta'ara, Ishada, Eta. These oils are protected through all false light lenses and all negative energy that is not ours to begin with. We cloak this oil by the power of Mother Ilesa Ma, by the power of Mother Sophia and the Shekinah. O Mateum, O Mateum, O Mateum, Mateum. Tiwa na hefusata. Tiwa na hefusata. So this is immediate protection. So if you learn this, then this means immediate protection. O Mateum, tiwa na hefusata, kum ta'ara, ishada, eta. And this oil is extremely suitable for working on the land and blessing the wind. And this is the last feminine oil that we have made. So congratulations, your sacred womb oil bottle is finished now. She is complete. She holds the codes. The only thing you need to do is to update this oil. And the theme of this oil one more time is to open your true spiritual gifts and develop yourself into a pure, neutral pillar of light in service of Mother Earth. So you can use sacred womb oil for home, for blessing your home, or for consecrating the ceremonies, or making special other oils for people. You can place in a few drops and then add some jojoba oil or olive oil or whatever oil you are attracted to gift for other persons. And these are your DNA codes, so don't forget that this is your unique bottle. This is your frequency. So feel where she leads you now and use her in your meditation or during your mantras, and you can experience what I've experienced with this oil is initiations, and that's was so beautiful. And use her with your dream work or with journaling or when you need a point of rest and wisdom in your life. And do not just give this oil pure to someone else, because it can be way too strong for that person and it can hit the shadow body of that person. The light can be too strong for that person. So always dilute it. And also be careful with plant medicine when you go into a ceremony. Ensure you have set a very strong field before using the oil when you do plant medicine. Right? When you go into the astral realm, the 4D or the 5D, then set your field very strong. Otherwise, you could be misled on an astral level, and we don't want that to happen. Right? So set a strong field. So I wish you much love and light working with your sacred womb oil bottle. And once again, congratulations, you have done the job. You are a pillar of light. And thank you so much for working with me and trusting me on this oil and trusting the knowledge that came from Venus. Thank you so much. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.